And we start with the golden boy, Khairy Jamaluddin, the man who was the health minister for some time, and because of the greatness that he did during the pandemic and leading the charge with the My Sejahtera app and all that, which had its controversy. Like there were some things that were iffy about that situation, like the money that was gone into creating that, and then the whole infrastructure and the cost of building it when it wasn't that good of a app. But he was the golden boy for UMNO. UMNO being the party that's led by Zahid, who is currently under investigation for corruption, but is the deputy prime minister alongside with a representative from the East Malaysia. So there's two DPM. The story is UMNO has finally sacked Khairy, but my man says he is unbowed, unbent, unbroken. So January 28, Kuala Lumpur, tonight I was sacked by the party that I love, to which I have pledged my loyalty. Unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Khairy Jamaluddin posted this on his Facebook profile, Twitter, and minutes after UMNO confirmed in a statement after midnight that he was among the 44 individuals booted out by the party at the UMNO Supreme Council meeting on Friday, January 27. Now I stayed near the place where UMNO headquarters is, and the sea of red there, whew, boys, they were out in full pack. And to see their reaction towards this news when the Khairy came there and he wanted to contest for like some of the major seatings and tried to wanted to contest against Zahid and to maintain power, because during that situation Zahid decided that no one can challenge for the top two position in UMNO. So that means Zahid will still maintain his seats without any voting and process. But apparently people were okay with that, but not Khairy. So his post drew a slew of responses in both Facebook and Twitter, with many telling him to stay strong, while some speculated whether he would be joining another party. Khairy's sacking came alongside that of former UMNO Selangor chief Tan Sri Noh Omar and the suspension of 4 members, including Sembrong Member of Parliament, Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Hussein. Tension has been arising with UMNO since November following its poor performance in the 15th general election, as the more vocal members, including Khairy, called for the resignation of party president Datuk Sri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. So yeah, I think that was the key catalyst for Zahid to finally realize that maybe I shouldn't be having someone like Khairy in my party, because he might want to one day oust me. And to his credit, it is a smart move. Is it optically a good thing? Kicking out this golden child of the UMNO party. Will remains to be seen. We'll see how Zahid navigate the waters in this aspect. But so far, there's no major repercussion towards Zahid himself. Let's continue. Prior to UMNO's announcement, Khairy stirred speculation that something was brewing as he put up a poster on his Facebook with the message having a different view from party leadership and calling for respect towards the democratic process do not mean disloyalty to the party. He added that UMNO belongs to all members and not just the Supreme Council. Some speculated that the post was also hinting at a notion being passed at UMNO General's Assembly this month for the no contest of UMNO top 2 positions held by Zahid and Deputy President Datuk Sri Muhammad Hassan. So yeah, that was the controversy amongst like people like Khairy and a few of the UMNO members that were suspended or kicked out, that they were questioning Zahid's decision to not allow people to basically remove Zahid and his deputy president's position in power. So, prior to UMNO sacking, Khairy turned down offers from Perikatan Nasional component party PAS to join the coalition, saying he remained loyal to UMNO. The sacking no doubt marks a turning point for Khairy's political career. The 47-year-old, who held on to the Rimbau constituency for 3 terms but made way for Muhammad Hassan's parliamentary debut in G15, is currently without a seat in parliament as he lost his bid for Sungai Buloh, which was a surprising outcome for me, because I would think that he would win that state, but it seems like maybe he didn't have quite the catch towards the people there as he thought, where he was sent to wrestle the seat from PKR. He lost the seat by a slim majority to PKR Dato' R. Ramanan So within UMNO itself, Khairy apparently is still not making enough waves to consider that he would get enough position of power there. But I would figure that they would throw him a bone at the very least, given how well he performed like during Muhyiddin's party where he was the health minister and whatnot, and also under Sabri, that he was still able to maintain a front for BN and UMNO as like a good presence within the government. And it turns out they did actually try to offer him a sweet spot, but it wasn't the spot that Zahid wanted, because it seems he was offered the deputy president post, but he rejected it. It seems so. Zahid had offered me UMNO deputy president post. Khairy Jamaluddin today revealed that UMNO president Dato Sri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi had offered him the post of deputy president before the last party polls. Khairy, who was sacked from UMNO 10 days ago, said he, however, turned down the role, which is surprising given the fact that he is like trying to inch his way up to the top. So I figured he would at least take the deputy president role and serve under Zahid for the time being, and then try to make his way and take over as president. But seemed like it wasn't enough. There was a discussion between Zahid and myself for me to be his deputy, which I turned down because I felt there should be a change in leadership itself within UMNO. My concern with the leadership is not new. It goes back to pre-2018 when I felt that the party needed something completely fresh to offer a home not just for members but for voters, said the former Rembau Parliament member of Parliament. Asked if he could act soon in driving a change of leadership within the party, Khairy said UMNO did not expect that they were on the edge of a great defeat. Which, yes, that was actually surprising to me as well. The fact that UMNO and BN made like suffer huge losses within G15. Like so much of the votes went to PN instead of BN. And UMNO lost so many seats and states to like PKR and Bersatu and PAS. So the fact that they were, I mean, that loss was definitely a surprise for a lot of the people in UMNO. It was a surprise for me as well. But given the whole story of like how Zahid was portrayed because of his corruption cases and whatnot, I didn't think it would make that much impact given they won state elections previously in like Johor and stuff and Pahang, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, where they had big wins before. So turns out corruption is not taken lightly in Malaysia anymore. So there is great reluctance with the leadership and warlords in UMNO for change. Interesting, he used warlords. Okay, so unfortunately with the expulsion, I have to close the chapter on that. Khairy, who was UMNO youth chief, also did not discount the possibility of returning to UMNO one day. I want to find my way home to UMNO one day, but certainly not with the landlord there, he said in a veiled swipe at Zahid. Yeah, that doesn't seem like too much of a veiled swipe. Khairy also dismissed the possibility of creating a new political party. He said the political scene in this country was saturated and there is little room for another new party. I think we have reached a point where our political market is too crowded, so even though it is a choice, but it is unlikely that I will create a new party. So there are many people saying, there are many opinions saying that KJ should try to might be enticed to join either PAS or PKR to continue his political career. But given his background and the way he presents himself, I don't see him as a great fit for PAS, especially given the conservative aspect of PAS and with Hadi Awang leading the charge. I don't think he's on good terms with Muhyiddin anymore, so I don't know he wants him in Bersatu. And with PKR and PH in general, that could be a good move for the time being for Khairy. But that might be conflicting with him since like, PKR and PH is a unity government with UMNO and BN, and the fact that Zahid is DPM, that might be a conflict of interest there. My thing is, I think he's gonna stay clear of any clear political party right now and just do his own thing, because it seems like he has enough clout to just do his own and still remain relevant in the political scheme. Whether or not he will actually join a party or create a new party, which he says unlikely, remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm not worried about KJ, even though I prefer that he just stay out of it, and I don't want him to be like a leader or the prime minister of the country. But it remains to be seen how KJ will snake his way towards this waters.